everyone. Welcome to the Basement Brothers. We are glad you are here with us, or not with us, because it's Valentine's Day and you're with others. That's okay. We understand.
Love is in the air.
Love is in the air.
This is why we're all dead, because there's no oxygen.
Excuse me?
Love is in the air. There's no oxygen, though, so you're dead.
But anyway, we're here on this Valentine's Day special. If you don't got a significant other tonight, that's all right. You can hang out with us, because that's just as cool, right?
Yeah.
Well, maybe not, but
It's a brotherly love.
It's a brotherly love. All right. So thank you for joining us today, and we are going to have our Valentine's Day special, which includes, apparently Joe has some Valentine's Day stories.
And apparently you said you do too, so.
Do I?
I thought you said you did.
Do you have any?
Well, I have like I can tell what the school did for Valentine's Day, because that was kind of cringy.
So this could be an interesting special.
Yeah.
Okay, I got your mic a little hot. Sorry about that.
Got 4 people watching.
Four people. Welcome everyone.
One
Welcome
of them might
to the
be
stream.
me.
You're watching the stream.
I have it open on my phone.
Oh my. I guess we're really hurting for views, huh, Joe?
Oh yes.
No, we appreciate you all being here, and if you have any questions, as always, leave them down in those comments in that live chat, and we will get to them as soon as we can, because we like answering your questions and having a dialogue. So, yeah, if you're here, if you're enjoying yourself, great. If you're lurking, that's fine. But we always love that conversation, and Joe is in the chat. So let's begin with a random fact, shall we?
Oh, you want a random fact? Okay.
Yes, I want a random fact. What do we got to pick from? What do you got?
I'm just gonna grab one. We're not gonna make a vote on this because we only have 2 people watching. Well, 3
wow,
if you count
Joe's
me,
just
so.
pulling that executive decision over there.
Executive orders. Yo.
Executive order from Joe. All right, give us a random fact then. What did you pick? What book?
As was common at the time, Catherine was only 14 when she married. The match was arranged by her uncle, Pope Clement VII, and Henry's father, Francois I, the King of France.
So this was in France.
It's talking about, I think so. It's talking about Catherine de Medici.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Neither do I. Apparently some queen.
some queen in France.
I guess.
See, and that is the perfect random fact, Joe. What other random fact would we have for Valentine's Day than a marriage?
I guess.
I mean, I don't know how you did that.
Well, marriage at age 14. So.
And it was arranged.
And it was arranged.
Oh, how love has changed, huh?
Do you want a quote too?
Yeah, sure. You got a quote for us. Go right ahead.
Well, there's a bunch of quotes here. Do you want one from Margaret Thatcher, George Bernard Shaw, Thomas Jefferson, Eleanor Roosevelt, Lieutenant Joseph Ives, Secretary of the Navy Frank Knox,
How many quotes you got over
Marshall Ferdinand Foch, Business Week magazine, John von Neumann, or Mark Twain?
They have a quote from just a magazine.
Yeah, Business Week magazine.
Natalie says Roosevelt. Do the Roosevelt one.
Roosevelt. Okay.
Hi, Natalie.
No one can make you feel inferior without your consent.
That's very true. That's very true. Yeah, no, that's a true quote right there. It's legit. Although I can make you feel inferior all the time, right, Joe?
Not inferior, just annoyed.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I am.
All right. So after that random fact, do you have a story? Do you have a Valentine's story?
Well, I'll just share what my school did this.
Oh, that's right. You were going to share what your school did.
So,
and did you say it was cringy? Is that what you said?
It's kind of cringy.
It's kind of cringy. Let's hear this cringe.
Okay, so I'm a member of student council, and I was gone the day they voted on this. So they called it Hush Hearts. And pretty much what it is every single guy in both grades, 8th and 9th, because that's who goes to my school, every single guy got a heart that they pinned their shirt somewhere. It had to be visible. And if they talked to a girl during passing time or lunch, they had to give the girl their heart. And at the end of the day, the girl with the most amount of hearts got a prize.
Really?
Yeah.
That's and student. So this is students that came up with this.
No. Well, it was okay. So the idea was suggested by the student council, like teacher, the teacher that runs the stuff.
Yeah.
And student council voted to agree upon it. I was absent the day they voted on it.
Do you see the question?
Who stole your heart?
Who stole your heart today, Joe? Who stole it?
The person who got my heart would have been Alyssa.
You mean one of our viewers?
Yes, one of our viewers.
Oh, Joe. You romantic,
James.
You. What?
James, really?
What?
Really, brother? You gonna try to say I'm a romantic on live stream?
Yeah, you gave her your heart.
Lots of people gave each other hearts. I mean, just one of my friends, Travis, gave it to a girl that he hardly ever talks to.
Do I see a blush in there, Joe?
No,
do I
you
see
don't.
A little blush?
And no, you don't. And the viewers definitely can't see it either because my face is so gosh darn pale.
Yeah, it is pale. Sorry about that. We're still having some technical difficulties. I think I need to just reinstall Open Broadcast System, like the software itself, because
it's been glitchy.
It's been glitchy ever since the Windows update, and I feel like I just need to reinstall it, do a clean sweep, because we spent another like 15 minutes today just fixing Joe's camera again, and we don't have our wide shot today because of it. So
yepper doodles.
Let's not bring that word back. Let's cast that word into oblivion. All right, it's gone. It's out of your vocabulary. Okay.
I can't make promises.
Let's hope. We can only hope and pray. All right. All right. So, do you have any other Valentine's stories, Valentine's Day events, or things that you've done in the past?
Well, growing up, we always did in like elementary school. We did this like Valentine's Day thing where everybody got a candy from everybody.
Oh yeah.
And like you had like the big boxes that you made, and
so we could talk about those. I had some pretty creative boxes.
I just used your hand-me-downs.
Really? Did you?
For the most part, I know I used your fish one.
That's the one I was going to talk about. That's like my favorite one.
Okay, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, so in what grade was that? I think it was in third grade. I think I made that one. Basically, we took so you know I don't know if they still make them, but the bins of pretzels, the stick pretzels. I had one of those containers, and we flipped it on its side, so it was this way, and then the hole was in the front, and what we did was we cut foam to make the top fin, and then the side fins as well, and then I used what is it called, Joe? The paper.
Like a paper mache, or
like it's almost like paper mache, but it was
like
thinner.
It's like that really thin kind of.
Oh, look at that! We have it here. Go grab it, Joe. Get it.
I got it.
There you go.
Here.
Yeah. I'll just take that. So, here's the fish. How did you use it when it has my name on it?
I want to say we just kind of put a piece of paper over top of it and wrote on the piece of paper my name.
But then people would have to put their hand in the fish's mouth to give me their Valentine. It was a pretty cool idea. No, but what is this material? Is it paper mache?
No, that's not paper mache. It's like a foam.
It's like a foam?
Yeah.
But I remember making this thing. I was pretty stoked. Because, just look at that. We'll give you
Look down the fish's mouth. Right down the
So,
gullet.
I guess we'll put that. If anyone has a Valentine for me, you can just send it this way, and I'll put it in the fish. How about that? Or Joe, too. If you want to send Joe a Valentine, we got it. We got you covered.
I saw that earlier, Zach.
What'd he see earlier? Or what'd you see earlier?
He got a new headset.
Oh, yeah? You got a new headset? What kind of headset? What kind of headset did you get, Zach?
I wasn't able to respond to your message yet, but I did see it, so...
So, yeah, Valentine's Day, as youngins, it was like, oh, everyone gets a Valentine, and... Oh, were you there... Did they do that for the mailing? Was that one year?
Oh, G430s, nice.
Oh, cool.
That's the ones that I was supposed to get.
Yeah, those were. But then we found the one up from that was on sale.
But then you surprised me with these.
Yeah, well, because they were on sale.
Yeah.
So, no, Valentine's Day. So, the coolest Valentine's Day thing we did, I think, was the mailing.
Yeah.
So to demonstrate the mailing system of the United States Postal Service, the class, like the third, I think it was, maybe it was fourth.
I could have sworn it was third grade. Well, at least I think it was third grade for me. Wait, no.
So maybe this was second grade, and then third. I think you're right. I think third grade.
Because I'm pretty sure I had Miss Sarandunk, which would have been third grade.
Yeah, I think it was third grade. So third grade in our school, they would set up a mailing system for the third graders, and you would literally have to fill out, the address and everything of the person's Valentine box, and then you would mail it to them. And then we even had like people that were assigned as sorters and the mail carriers, and then people would actually deliver that mail, hypothetical mail, to the individual. So it was a cool experience, and it was a really cool way to implement learning about mail.
It was especially pretty cool for me because I was one of those kids that was assigned to be one of the mailmen.
Ooh, that's fun.
So I got to go down to the postal office, which was actually just a library, and I sorted out the different letters. I was pretty stoked about it as a kid. In fact, and then I had to bring the big old box of letters and stuff down to my room, which was every single room. I found this really creative. Every single room had a name that was like a town name from different places around the United States, and it would be like different, like kind of romantic names. So like one of them was Kissimmee, Florida. Kissimmee. Another one was Friendship, Wisconsin, I think it was one of them.
Friendship. Oh, yeah.
And then I want to say there's also a town called Valentine.
I'm sure there is somewhere, yeah.
Well, there is a town called Valentine, but I'm pretty sure we use that also.
Okay. Cool, though.
So, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that was the coolest way to implement that topic and still make it interesting. Because, I mean, let's be honest.
And make it work.
Mail is boring.
Yeah.
It's not that
And make it work
exciting
for what we were learning. Because, like, if I remember right, that came along, like, perfectly up in time right when we were learning about the U.S. Postal Service in my class. So.
Yeah. I commend teachers in general usually have things pretty well planned out. And as a kid, I think you overlook that and you don't think about it. But all the planning they do up into, like, to certain topics, like, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of effort and pre-planning ahead. So I know, even our mom as a preschool teacher, she's got stuff planned out that she does every year. And
yeah,
I mean,
and I'd say you'd see
amazing.
more of that, like for fun stuff. You'd see more of that in the elementary school grades than in like preschool. Because once you get to middle school or middle school and high school, it's not all about being fun anymore, but there's still some fun things.
I would disagree, though. I think there are some fun topics and fun projects that you get to do in high school. Prime example is I had a speech class, and in that speech class to do vocabulary, what the teacher did was she assigned, okay, here's 10 vocabulary. Now go write a story, and you have to use these 10 vocabulary in that story. A lot of kids actually didn't like it because it was as much work as you made it, but some people didn't like writing fiction or writing a story, so they were kind of turned away by it. But for me, I wrote a story. So for those of you that don't know, my gamer tag is Boris, and I wrote a story based on my gamer tag, but it was in World War II, Soviet Russia, Boris the Russian conscript, and I flew with the idea. I loved it, made it really fun. So yeah, I would argue that there actually is. And I think that teachers that use that kind of implementation it's really useful. Yeah, Natalie, didn't you write about the adventures of Jet or something like that? Jet and Sassy. Your story was interesting. I love you, Natalie.
I'm taking speech 1 next year, so maybe
it was good.
Well, I'm taking speech 1 next year, so maybe I'll get a little bit.
Oh, you're taking speech 1. Nice. Yeah. The streamer is active on... Oh, yeah, he's doing Yeet again. Joe. Jeez, pay attention.
Maybe I'll start getting muted for spam.
Yeah, how do I mute someone? Can I do that? Let's see.
Hide user on this.
Oh, I can add moderators, too.
You can add me as a mod.
That would be pointless. You're busy. But I can put you in a timeout. Let's do that.
Oh.
You've been timed out by Basement Brothers.
Yep.
But, yeah. So... I think, yeah, you'll probably really enjoy speech 1.
This stream.
I think you'll enjoy speech 1 though, because for one, it'll relate a lot to what we're doing here, which is cool.
Yeah.
This is technically speech. Back to Valentine's Day. Describe your ideal date. Oh boy.
And don't say May 15th. Isn't that a meme you found, the May 15th?
I don't know, but May the 4th is pretty good. Boom. Oh, I need sound effects. I need to get sound effects in this. We'll get some sound effects rolling someday. Once we figure out the cameras. So, describe your ideal date, Joe. Go for it.
Ideal dates.
Go for it.
I mean, I guess... Okay, so are we talking about like first date or like just date in general?
I would... Oops, my cameras are going... There we go. I would say date in general. Ideal date. Go for it.
Okay,
This
so
got our stream real quiet.
ideal date, I guess, would be like...
Who... The question is, Joe, who is your ideal date?
Who? I don't really have
Okay, I think what Mom's asking for here is what would you do on your ideal date, right?
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Amy. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what you're asking.
I think I'd say just kind of like going out to dinner maybe and then talking, because I think that in like a date scenario, you're still kind of getting used to the person and you need to like actually talk with them. Whereas I don't see like the whole point of like going out to the movies, because the movies, it like you sit down and you watch a movie and you don't ever talk to them. So I'd say maybe movies would be nice for like a later date once you start to get to know them as your significant other per se, or boyfriend or girlfriend. Then you can start doing things like that. Cause
back in some people's days, it was called going steady.
Going steady. But you don't want to like start off with. I don't think you want to start off with movie theater, because you haven't talked. You need to like actually talk with them for the beginning parts of your relationship. So I guess it depends on where you are. Wow, I didn't even know that. But anyways, I actually did not know that. Anyways, I guess it depends on where you are in your relationship.
For those who didn't see the comment, Natalie said, "Hey, that was my first date and it went well." Oh, Joe, your whole argument just fell apart because guess what? They're married now.
Well, I mean, there are some rare scenarios, and maybe not rare. I mean,
you're a rare scenario, Natalie. You hear that?
It can work out in most scenarios. I mean, if you're meant to be together, then going out on the first date in the movies, that's not going to make that big of an impact on your relationship. But I'm just saying, for the starting ones, you should try to get to know them a little more.
I get what you're saying, Joe. I do agree with you on that, because I need to actually talk with the individual to get to know them. The difference is, Natalie, that you and Albert were talking far before you went on that first date.
Yeah.
So, I would say that's the biggest difference. Is your first date, yes, but you were talking because, I'm sorry, when you sit next to each other every day in a band class, you're not supposed to talk in band, but we all know it happens. So your first date actually now was probably in band class. Yep. Marching band.
Mom.
What?
Look at what Mom posted.
You burned my steak? Okay, well, that's all right. I've got a backup. That's unfortunate.
Oh, well. Anyways. That's what we were supposed to have for dinner tonight.
Yeah, for Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Mom was planning to make that for Dad, and she made it for the rest of us too because, well, we were with each other. Well, apparently it burnt.
That's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
I was looking forward to steaks.
I was looking forward to steak too. Mom, you disappointed us for Valentine's Day.
Ruined.
Oh, Dad saved them.
Oh.
Hey, Dad to the rescue.
See, you just got to give the grill to the father. He knows what he's doing. All right, so do we want to throw in another random fact?
Sure.
And then I'll answer my ideal date, although I think that's probably going to be very similar. But I'm also in a different position than you are. I'm older. So that might make a difference. Maybe. We'll see.
Okay, so the last one we did was the Book of Amazing History, and now we've still got unusual knowledge, extraordinary facts, useless information, and bizarre truths.
Do we want to have a vote this time?
Sure, let's have a vote. We have 4
Okay, let's have a vote. We only need one. We'll give it a good minute here. And then if you guys, if I only see one vote, then we're going with that one vote. So your vote really holds weight here. If you're the only one to vote.
And if there's a tie, we'll have James be the tiebreaker.
I get to be the tiebreaker?
Sure, you get to be the tiebreaker.
That's fantastic. Thank you, Joe. Okay, should we do well here. We'll play some music. How about that? We'll go back to our beginning song.
Boy. Or maybe should we play The Love Boat?
The Love Boat?
Love Boat.
Sing it, Joe.
I don't know any more of the words of The Love Boat.
Well, that was a good intermission there. All right, we'll just put this music back on.
The black or the red one?
What is the page 16? Oh, on the black.
Red.
Natalie says red. Pick up the red. Let's go.
Okay, we got the red.
I'll just leave the music on for this part while you read the random fact.
Okay.
Read us that random fact, Joe.
So I guess we're getting a specific request for page 69, so I'll go to that exact page.
That's quite a request. I didn't know we were getting that detailed here.
Okay, this is an interesting page. It's all about strange but true inventions.
Ooh.
So, do we want to read about the one-cut nail clippers, the gas grabber, the grin grabber, the snot sucker, or the daddy nurser?
The what now?
Going to go through all of them again, or just hear that last one again?
Let's just Joe, this is a family show. This is a good, clean show. The snot sucker. That's what Zach has picked.
The snot sucker. No tissue, no problem. The Wyvavac nasal aspirator uses vacuum power to clean up a runny nose. Perfect for children on the go. Just slip the tapered end into a nostril and suck the snot right out of them.
You know, I've actually seen one of those before. They use them in hospitals when babies are born. Yeah.
Do you want to hear about the gas grabber too?
Go for it.
Sometimes you just can't blame the dog. For those occasions, turn to the gas grabber, a charcoal filter that slips into your underwear to cover up those social foul pasts. The filter was originally developed by the British to guard against nerve agents.
Hold on, this is a real thing that people use?
Apparently. Hey, my favorite one, though, is on the page before, page 68, the portable crosswalk.
It's... What? How is... What?
The portable crosswalk. There never seems to be a crosswalk when you need one. And nobody wants to break the law by jaywalking.
I think it's still considered jaywalking.
Instead, use a portable crosswalk, a vinyl sheet that can be spread across a busy street to ensure your safety as you make your way through traffic. Though its legality may be in question, it will certainly stop traffic, we hope.
All right, well, these have been some nice...
There's a lot of interesting stuff.
These have been some nice random facts. But I think it's time to move on. Pierced. We need to move on, Joe.
Okay.
Pierced glasses.
Here, I'll actually mark that page, and we can read more later.
Yeah, mark that page. We'll get some more random facts in there later.
I marked that page.
I guess we can go on to what is it? I was gonna do my ideal date. Correct?
Yeah.
Answer that question. We got Joe's response. What'd you say? You just said like
dinner and talking with them.
Cool.
Maybe not someplace super fancy, but not someplace too casual. Like, I think going to KFC would be too casual, but I feel like going to like one of those super fancy restaurants would be like over the top. So maybe like
somewhere between KFC and 5-star service is where Joe's at.
Like Olive Garden. It's casual and fancy.
Olive Garden is a little fancy.
It's
I would think like Perkins is pretty good.
Perkins would be good too.
Perkins is a pretty casual
Or
fancy
that place on 8th Street. What is it called? 4-star?
5-star. Or is it 4-star? Yes, 4-star
4-star.
family.
Yeah,
yep,
4-star
4-star
family.
Some of those local joints are pretty good.
Yep.
The local places.
Local places.
And then you're getting, yeah, that's just a better, and it's a table sit down experience. However, for my personal preference, oops, and I switched to your camera. For my personal preference, I think I would say going to a coffee shop. And just getting some coffee, because when you go to get food, for me, that seems like it'll be more of a distraction. You know, whereas coffee, you can just sip it, and you can open up to a dialogue and have a good conversation, and see if you guys are relatable or not. Because if you're not jiving in the conversation, and that way too, if the date's not going well, you can just be like, oh, so not feeling it, let's just end it. You know what I mean? Like it's a quick solution. Whereas with dinner, once again, you're sitting there, you have to finish your meal. Whereas you can take the coffee to go. You know what I mean? It's just it's a better location, I think, to me. And it's a little casual, but it's also a little bit nicer, because you can find like Cravings in Rapids here. Go to Cravings. That's a nice meetup place.
That place has delicious frappes.
They've got some delicious stuff. And yeah, and there's the sweet stuff too. So if someone's not into coffee, you can get them like a hot chocolate.
Like me.
Or yeah, like you. You're not into coffee. I'm so sad.
I'm okay with things like frappes or cappuccinos.
Yeah, but those are like the dessert coffees.
Yeah, it's just dessert.
That have just a little bit of coffee in them. So
I like the caffeine of coffee.
You like the caffeine?
It wakes me up.
Well, that's called
in
an
the
energy
morning.
drink.
I'm a big fan of energy drinks.
What are your favorite? Okay, so what? Valentine's Day. Chocolates, desserts.
Chocolate.
We can shift to that. Do you have a favorite brand of chocolate?
Well, this is gonna sound kind of strange because most people don't think of this. My favorite type of chocolate is Cerrugi's.
Hey, that's pretty great.
I know they've got really good chocolate bars. I have not found a single chocolate bar that tastes better than the Cerrugi's, or just even those like prepackaged ones, like the ones that the Boy Scouts at my school are selling. They're amazing.
Speaking of Cerrugi's,
hey,
coming up pretty soon. Yeah, coming up pretty soon. Joe will be selling those, and so will I. But you guys don't. No one really sees me. I just go to work. But we'll be selling them pretty soon for our mission trip. So, because we need to fundraise for that, so we can go. Basically, mission trip.
Not James.
Well, if you raise enough, you can help me out too.
True.
But mission trip. We go to Alaska, and we work in a park there, and we work with the kids and give them a program to be involved in during the day. And oh, Rebecca,
they're delicious.
I should almost
bring up an image.
If you haven't had a Cerrugi, it's a. Let me bring up an image. I should really get your address and ship you one.
SEROOG or something like that.
It's like, what is it?
SER. He's trying to Google OOG.
Hold on. Let me get both our cameras up here. SEROOG.
Y.
Y. Okay, Cerrugi. Actually, because they're based in Wisconsin, so you'd have to Ooh.
Oh man, I didn't even know they had truffles.
Oh, dude, yeah. If you actually go to their store, they have a lot of stuff.
And
they have some good stuff. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll have any Pop Rock ones because they're not a part of the fundraising stuff.
Yeah.
But let me bring it up here. This one. There we go.
They are the.
So this is their website, and these are the. Where are they at?
My favorites are the mint meltaways.
Mint meltaway is pretty good. Let's just go back to their homepage. I'm looking for. So these are the candy bars themselves. They come in how long are they? They're like 6 inches. Is that about right? Maybe 5. They're
6 inches. Yeah.
But it's funny because since I've been doing calorie counting and stuff, we were selling these. So I've been losing weight since February of last year. And we sold these last year for the mission trip as well. And I'm like, there's no way I'm not going to have any chocolate when I'm selling these because...
Especially these. They are the best chocolate.
I would set them at my desk during the day. And that was just, I mean, it was a bad decision, but I set them at my desk, and I would be so tempted to buy them because they're sitting right there all day next to me at my desk at work. Because for those of you that don't know, I work technical support, so I'm sitting at my computer, and the chocolate bars are right there. So that was the moment that I realized this was a bad decision. But I was able to overcome the temptation, as you can see through my videos, and I still lost weight. So it's not a huge deal.
How many calories were in those things again?
Yeah, so calorie counting, that's what I was getting to. Calories is, I think it's like 200 for... 200 is like mainly the same one, but it's 200 for a half of a bar. So
yeah,
it's
because
it's 400 for one.
A half a bar.
Yeah, because they mark the serving as a half a bar. But honestly, like, so the best way to describe these chocolate bars is it's outlined with chocolate, hard chocolate, and then on the inside there's a melting. That's why they're called the melt-away bars. That it just melts in your mouth. And it's like a truffle.
Yeah, and it's like a bar of truffle.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's delicious. If anyone wants to have me maybe ship them one, I would be willing to do that if you want to DM me sometime. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. But no, yeah, that's good. I'm glad that you're working on that as well, Rebecca. So interesting chocolate. Hey, like
we got another person on the stream.
Yes, we do. Welcome new person. It's a Wisconsin thing. It really is, Natalie. But yeah, literally chocolate, the Cerrugi's chocolate. If you ever have the opportunity to try one because it is delicious chocolate, delicious candy. So, would have been a good Valentine's gift, Joe, for someone. Okay. Wink, wink.
I might have actually done that. I'm not gonna lie.
You have done that?
I might have actually done that today.
Joe, you gave someone chocolate today?
Yeah, I bought it for one of the Boy Scouts.
And who'd you give it to?
I'm not going to share that on stream.
Oh, come on, Joe.
I'm not sharing that on stream.
You don't want to share that on stream?
I'm not sharing that on stream. Maybe to you later.
Okay. You'll share with me later. And then I'll bring it to the stream later. Don't worry, guys. All right. And moving on to the next topic. What do we got on our next topic?
Well, what's your favorite brand of chocolate?
My favorite brand of... Oh, their favorite brand? My favorite
Yours.
Brand? Mine?
Yeah.
So I do have to agree Cerrugi's is probably like number one, but if I was going for consumer, like open to the market, Hershey's. Oh no. Cadbury.
Oh.
I love me a good Cadbury egg.
Cadbury cream egg.
Cadbury cream eggs. Those are delicious to me. And I know some people don't like the filling inside, but that's like...
That's the best part.
That's the best part. That is really the best part.
Have you ever had the Cadbury peanut butter egg?
I have not. I have not had that.
Imagine...
That sounds delicious, though.
Yeah. They're slightly smaller than the Cadbury cream eggs, and they're filled with peanut butter instead of cream.
That... Oh, because Reese's. I like Reese's, too.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Chocolates. Chocolates are good. But I would have to say, yeah, for top, Cerrugi's if we're going local, and then Cadbury I think comes in second for open. If you don't know what a Cadbury is, once again, I recommend it sometime. But yes, for weight loss, this is a really bad conversation for weight loss. But I'm still losing weight. I lost 6 pounds last week, guys. Woo.
Ferrero Rocher.
Ferrero Rocher.
Those are good too.
Ferrero Rochers are pretty good. I'm actually not a huge fan.
Oh, those are delicious though.
They're good. They're good, but I don't typically like stuff.
Okay, here, Mom. Here's how you pronounce it.
It's
Ferrero
Rocher. No, it's Rocher.
It's spelled like Rocher.
But I'm pretty sure it's Rocher. Oh. Listen to the commercial. Ferrero Rocher.
I thought it was Ferrero Rocher. Oh, well.
We'll have to... Let me see here.
Ferrero. No, it's E's, not A's.
Ferrer.
E-R... No.
Oh,
Rocher.
It is spelled Rocher, but I'm pretty sure it's Rocher.
Pronunciation.
Where's that at?
No, right pronunciation.
Oh, pronunciation at the end.
Let's click on this video.
Ferrero Rocher.
Rocher! Oh!
It is Rocher, I guess.
It is Rocher.
Okay, you're right. Dove dark chocolate. Man,
Dove dark chocolate.
You
all
were
right.
mentioning like
You have more than me. You have more favorites than I do. Yeah, I know. Thank you, Rebecca. Yeah, 6 pounds. It felt great. If you watched that video, I was pretty stoked. I was pretty stoked to lose that much, especially coming off a plateau. So, a rubber band ball. Why are you working on a rubber band ball?
It's so difficult to do. I've seen those. I'm like, how do you do that? Anyways, so
good. Yeah, I'm pretty hungry too because I missed dinner. Lindor truffles? Oh, yeah, those are the...
Yeah, like the little things that come
They come in like the red bag too
Yeah,
sometimes.
the red bag or gold bag.
Red, gold, silver bag, whatever they come in.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure it's blue for dark chocolate, red for milk, and gold for white chocolate.
See, I like... Okay, there's another question. Milk or dark chocolate?
Can I say white?
Oh, I guess there is white chocolate
White
too.
chocolate is by
really
far my
white chocolate's
favorite.
your favorite.
I love white chocolate.
That's pretty sweet.
I know. I've got a sweet tooth.
Maybe like a bunch of sweet teeth. Yeah, no, I would have to say I think milk chocolate for me. Just the creaminess of it, because to me white chocolate's a little more chalky.
See, I'm fine with it though because it's so sweet and delicious. I don't have texture issues. I just like flavor.
Yes, the fudge from Hayward. So we take a family trip to Hayward. I think I have a... Do I have a vlog? Yeah, I got a vlog on that.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, so if you go back to one of my vlogs.
Dexter fish thing.
Yeah, okay. So the Dexter fish video, I would love to show you guys it, but it is taken down right now.
We talked about it last week, didn't we?
No, I don't know when did we talk. When did we talk about it?
We talked about it last week because you were talking about your artistic creations.
I think that was the week before. But either way, it's down, and I'm working to get it back up. I just need to find a way to fix the music on it because it's being copyright stricken. So, milk for taste, dark for weight loss. Yes, so true, Rebecca. Every now and then, because my mom does have the dark chocolates in the house, I'll take one.
And they have almonds in it.
And they have almonds. Protein, right?
Yeah, protein.
That's how it works.
Protein.
But no, yeah, it's a nice treat. Dad says dark. Yeah, dark chocolate. It's a much better alternative for getting your sweet tooth taken care of during weight loss.
Especially over white chocolate.
Actually, something I'd like to clarify in my videos too is I didn't do this last week. Maybe I'll do that in this week. But yeah, because I think this week I'll talk about overcoming plateaus. When it comes to weight loss, I actually take a break day on Sundays where I say, hey, I can have anything I want, but I need to stay within my calorie limit. And I've noticed that staying within my calorie limit is a lot easier now that I've been restricting it. But anyway, being able to have those sweets and those treats on the weekend has really helped out a lot because I've been going long term with this weight loss because obviously I've got like hundreds to go. So... But I'm about a third of the way down now of what I'd like to get to, or close to what I'd like to get to. So, third of the way. That's pretty crazy to me.
Yep.
That'd be a great Valentine's Day gift one day, being down my good weight.
Yeah.
So.
Rather than just chocolate.
Well, you need to fix that, Zach.
Yeah, I don't think your rubber band ball.
You're not making that rubber band ball, right? It's not supposed to look like an egg. It's not Easter yet. This is Valentine's Day.
So
don't change our podcast topic.
So what's your? Okay, I guess this is kind of going off on a tangent and back to something we finished talking about. Which is your favorite flavor of Cerugis?
Of Cerugis itself, I think. Honestly, I'm a sucker for just the plain old milk chocolate.
Just the plain old milk chocolate?
Plain old milk chocolate, but mint melt away. If I'm in the mood for mint melt away is pretty good.
I love mint.
Yeah, you're a mint fan. I understand.
Love mint. Mint melt away is by far my favorite Cerugi, and the one that I bought for the person today was just a plain old milk chocolate because I didn't know what they liked. So.
Oh, they're selling Cerugis.
Yeah, well, no, they weren't.
But the
Boy Scouts at my school
are
selling them.
So you bought a Cerugis for someone?
Yes, James.
Okay, can I at least hear their reaction? What was it a good reaction?
Yeah, they said, "Aw, thank you," and then they kept walking.
It was, "Aw, thank you."
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, thank you. Oh. Oh,
gosh, James, that's cringy.
Yeah, if you're not into cringe, I'm sorry, you might want to leave. Because we are going to have some cringe moments.
Always.
We need to hear more about this later. You better share with me.
I might share with
This
you.
is the Basement Brothers.
We'll see.
We love you, Joe. We love you here, and we just wanna be there in your moments.
Just know that if I
moments.
tell you someone that I got them a chocolate bar, you're never gonna give up their name ever. Especially after what happened with the people in the Mall of
people.
America.
Can I bring that up? Can we bring up this story?
I mean, I'd rather you
Are
not.
you okay if I bring? We won't say names. We could just bring up the story and, you know.
What is the best Valentine gift to show you care? Candy, flower, jewelry, or stuffed animal?
Hey, Joe.
Hey.
Is that a no on that topic then?
We can go into it later. Maybe that'll be a finale. I don't
Okay,
know.
that'll be the finale. The finale will be telling Joe's HTB story.
Oh, gosh.
And we'll elaborate on what HTB is later. But anyway, what is the best Valentine's gift to show you care? What do we got? Candy, flower, jewelry, or stuffed animal? What do you think,
I'd
Joe?
say it depends on the person, honestly. Okay, if the person is like obsessed with monetary value of things, then jewelry by far, because it's the most expensive. I don't see the whole thing with flowers. Do not embarrass the girls. What? Oh well. I don't get the whole thing with flowers, but I know it's kind of a tradition, so it's for Valentine's Day to get people flowers. But then when it comes to the last two, candy or stuffed animals, I mean, if you know the person likes candy a lot and they like a specific type of candy,
Mm-hmm.
then I'd say you can get them candy. But if you know them well, then the stuffed animal is always a good route, because you can get an animal that you think would somehow relate to them. Like, I saw this one person in my class today walking around with a BB-8 stuffed doll. And and from what I understand, that person really likes Star Wars, and she seemed to really enjoy it. So I think that stuffed animals can be like the best option if you buy one that's specific to the person. But if you don't buy one that's specific to the person, I think that candy is a much better option, because it's just a generally accepted thing.
Yeah, I can see that. That was a very in-depth description of what you feel is the best gift to have.
Oh, and by the way, caught Mom's thing about telling the story?
How would we embarrass them? It was their decision. We're not going to share names. No one's going to share names here. But no, best Valentine's Day gift to show you care. See, and you actually left out one there, Mother. You left out something that can show caring. An act of service. See? And that's where some people, like, act of service is pretty good.
Also, yeah, I think that a major thing about your love language, because they got the 5 love languages.
Yeah, see? Hugs. See?
Hugs.
Rebecca gets it.
Yep.
They will know.
Balloons.
Well, fine. If you don't think we should talk about it, then we won't talk about it. Very good. See?
Yeah,
I know what I'm talking
the 5
about.
love languages. Like what? I know there's gift giving, physical touch.
I don't know what they all are.
Okay, let's see if I can do this from memory.
Go, Joe.
Gift giving, physical touch, words of compliment, acts of service, and oh man, what's the last one?
I think you forgot.
I'm drawing a blank on the 5th one.
Anyway, I think so. So acts of service. So anyway, giving or your gift can be in service too. So service, but I think a classic one is flowers and candy. Jewelry, if you have the money for it, I guess. Yeah. Maybe. Was the video? Oh, geez. Yeah, that's still up too, I think. Yeah, that was an interesting one.
The seal, JJ.
All right, we'll see you soon, Zach.
And balloons are
balloons. Yeah, a big heart-shaped balloon.
I'm actually thinking of the song "Heart-Shaped Box."
Speaking of hearts, this is kind of a weird transition, but a heart's an organ, right?
Yeah.
So I heard this story on the way home that in the Netherlands and other countries too, they're making it where organ donation is by default you're signed up for it. So if you don't go and say, hey, I don't want to donate more organs, they'll just automatically sign you up. How do you feel about that, Joe?
Well, I think that how am I going to say it's not getting too political?
That's not political.
That's not that political.
That's your personal beliefs.
Okay.
Or like, so how would you feel? Basically, how would you feel if you didn't know about this rule being set up, and then when you died, someone just said, "Hey, let's donate his organs"?
Well,
that's
I
the
feel
question.
like the people should. I mean, as long as they have the decision to donate or not to donate, because in the end,
they do, but they have to opt out versus opting in.
Well, you're still gonna have the choice though. So, as long as you still have the choice to or not to, I don't care which way it is.
Okay. Let me pose this question to you then. What if you never heard that you're automatically opted in? Because you gotta admit, there's some people that don't hear about it.
I guess.
And don't hear about things that are being pushed out. So how do you feel about that?
I mean, if you don't hear about it, I mean, I guess you're donating organs, but you're dead, so.
But what if you didn't want people to do that? See, that's where I get into the debate about it. But
I mean, if you don't want people to do that, I mean, I guess you should have been more up to date with media.
So you're just like, well, sorry, it was your fault.
I mean, if you're not up to date on media, I mean, I'm assuming something like that was like mainstream in the country. So,
Yeah, they better make it well known.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if it's something that they like, hush, hey, we're not telling anybody about this, so we can get all their body parts. Like, if they just like do it like secretly,
If it's
the
a
mask,
secret mass
then
market,
that's sketchy. But if they release it to the press, then
yeah, as long as you inform people, it's
Yep.
okay. But at the same time, there's still going to be people that don't know about it. So I don't know how I feel about it. I just thought it was interesting. I was like, that's an interesting topic. It's very interesting. So, yeah.
Donor by choice.
Donor by choice. Nice. Yeah, I don't know if I'm signed up for that or not. I don't think so. I never did it. I probably should.
I think when I become of age, I'll sign up for it because
Yeah.
I personally don't see a very big reason as to why not. But
Yeah, I know, but some people do.
I know
So
some people, they're like,
that's where I think it's one of those. It needs to be your choice deal.
Yep.
Like it shouldn't be pushed upon you either. Like someone who's not going to donate their organ shouldn't feel bad about it.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Valentine's Day. That was a weird transition. I apologize.
Hearts.
Talking
That
about
makes me
hearts.
think of something I saw online the other day. So it was like like one of those things where it's like going back and forth between two text conversations.
Yeah.
And the first message, it said nose. And the second person said, oh my gosh, I just typed out the word nose with my nose. And then the person responded with the word heart. And then the other was like, oh my gosh, are you okay?
Oh man. Hey, actually, speaking of stuff that happened this week too, let me bring it up. Let me see if I can bring up some of that footage. Joe had. Here, you want to talk about it, Joe? I'll get this set up.
I had one of our orchestra concerts orchestra, and
For orchestra.
yeah,
that was a question.
Orchestra.
Orchestra.
So yeah, we had an orchestra concert, and I played. So we played "Smoke on the Water" was one of our songs, and I played the electric bass guitar instead of just playing the actual regular bass because they didn't think that the regular bass would be loud enough. So they wanted one of us to play an electric bass, and I kind of got it by default because none of the other guys wanted to.
Yeah.
So that's why I ended up playing the electric bass, I guess, at this just an orchestra concert. Well, should I also share an interesting story about the last two concerts?
Sure.
Okay, so I don't have anything against the teachers for this, but the past two times there have been like some kind of glitch with Publisher or whatever program they use to make the programs. So.
Oh, do you have one to show us too?
I don't have one of the messed up ones. I have a corrected one in front of me, but I don't have one of the.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so the last 2 times, there for some reason has been an error that cut my name off of the thing, and
2 times though.
2 times. It was 2 times in a row that my name got cut off, and this last time there was like 6 people cut off. The first time it was only me, but I don't have too much of an issue with it because I honestly don't care if my name's on the program or not. People can see I'm there, so why do they need to see my name written on a paper? That's my kind of opinion on it. But I know mom's obsessed with it and that stuff, and parents like that kind of stuff. So, like as a memoir. So
a memoir.
I can see why my orchestra teacher felt bad about it happening, but like I just kind of didn't really like mention it that much. But apparently, like, she opened it up again to see if she made the mistake or if it was an error publisher.
Yeah.
Literally, on her document, everything shows perfectly fine, but it, like, glitches out when she sent it to the person who was printing them. Like, because with mass printing things, you're supposed to send it to, like, the IT teacher or something like that so that it can, like, have an overnight print.
Okay.
And, she did that, and apparently when she sent it, it glitched out and cut like a bunch of people's names out both times. So it wasn't her fault, and don't blame her for that. It was just like a weird software glitch. But I have like an actual thing to show it with my name on it. I don't have the glitched out one, but if you look right there very closely,
there's the program.
It says bass, and then there's 4 names. One of those kids wasn't there, but that's a different thing.
One of them was not present.
And, yeah, there was also, like, 2 names out of the violin section cut off. And 3 of the basses were cut off. And the 8th grade bass player was cut off, too. So, 6 people total.
All right, well, I've got the, I've got it plugged in now.
You got the files?
I have the files. So let's bring it up here. So, where is my passport? Yes, I have a lot of drives, people. Well, here, let me find it here real quick.
10,000 drives.
I've got. Oh no, that was for a video that I don't even know what video that was. But anyway, where is it? Vlogs. And February was it? Yeah, it was this. Yeah, it was this week.
Yeah, 5/11. Yeah.
Okay. Let me get the audio back to this here.
Okay, there's orchestra concert, and there's the electric bass, and there's some.
Now ignore some of my camera movements, because like right now you don't see anything. That's because I was messing with the camera, and that's gonna happen. But we'll still hear it.
Yeah.
So.
Good credits out to Mr. Dahl. He's the band teacher. He gets the number.
Yeah, he did. Another thing too was your bass, the cable on it. Here, let me make it start wider. The cable on the bass. If you watch my vlog, you'll know what we're talking about. But it was loose, so Mom actually had Dad go and see if he could make it tighter, where the cable plugs in down here. And he pulled out his. It was called the Wallet Ninja. So he actually unscrewed the connector and was able to screw it back in on the fly, and it was like a minute before Joe had to go on. So it was pretty crazy. Let's see if I get a shot of the whole band here.
The whole orchestra?
Yeah, here we go. Our whole orchestra. So there's everyone else. Joe, you seemed like all off by yourself.
Well, the bass is that's kind of how playing the bass.
That's true. That's true. You were so chill and relaxed, though. Yeah, but like even the basses, like you're.
Well, that's because I had to be close to the amp, and
the
amp
extension cord just reached.
Barely made it. So like I was stuck there clearly too much.
Yeah.
And I couldn't. I also, you'll notice I was trying really hard to be as stable as possible.
Oh yeah.
Because that pickup, while my dad did tighten it with the Wallet Ninja, it was not 100% tightened, and it was still somewhat loose. So I was like, hold it as still as possible, make sure the thing doesn't come.
Don't move. Oh jeez. So yeah, let's see. I'll just bring up another song here.
Also, if you use my song list of wearing red, pink, and purple, it was the Valentine's Day Special.
Oh yes, it was the Valentine's Day concert, or Valentine's concert. Let's bring up another one, huh?
The different song we played.
Yeah.
Me on the regular bass.
On the regular bass.
There's the basses. Three of the four of us. One of us wasn't able to make it because he had a wrestling meet.
I love when you're playing, like, your hand gets so into it up here. It's interesting to watch. You're really good though. Yeah. Yes, the vibrato. Was this the one? You're jamming one over there. Well, even the fact that like you lean into all of your movements too. Like you can tell you're enjoying yourself. Well, there goes my fancy camera movements.
That looks so dramatic.
Yeah, just wait. I've got some real nice movements going on here. It was really hard. So, for those of you that don't know, a lot of my vlogs I actually do with my phone. So this is all manual focus on the touchscreen.
I'm impressed.
Right?
Yeah. The whole orchestra did good though. Kudos to
Oh yeah, you guys really had a good concert.
8th grade and 9th grade. We don't have any footage of the 8th grade.
Yeah, I didn't get any of that. Here. Oh yeah, there's some more. I was doing some tilted shots. I was doing some crazy stuff. Did you see my video this week?
No, not yet actually.
Oh, dude, there's a whole montage of you playing.
Oh, wait.
It's pretty epic. Two smoke on the water. Well, not like I set all the clips to smoke on the water that you guys played.
This one's called Dance of the Titans.
That ending. Yeah, that was the end of it. So we'll go to the next one here.
We got a few songs. I remember like that one in particular had some pretty weird spots. The next one.
Hi, Travis. See, I
Do
just wanted to check those comments real quick too.
you guys have a PO box setup?
No, we don't. I should look into that. I should look into that.
PO box.
So a PO box is you can set it up so that people can send stuff to you, but they don't have to send it to your so you don't have to post your actual address.
Oh, okay.
It's basically set up for like businesses and stuff. But I should do that because then I can have it for if people want to send me stuff on my other channel too. Maybe I'll just do like one for me, and then I'll just put it on this one as well if you want to send stuff to us.
Hey James.
What?
Yepper doodles.
Moving on.
Yeah.
I missed seeing you. Oh yeah, Travis wasn't there.
He wasn't there because he's out for the trimester.
No, I will look into. So I'm still working to finish up a wedding video. Unfortunately, I was supposed to have it done today, but technology was not my friend over the weekend, and it didn't save my project file correctly. So I lost like almost everything I did over the weekend. So that's gonna be the rest of my week here is making up. So I basically am back to where I was on the weekend, but I had to make all that up yesterday. So yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's for privacy's sake, Joe, is what she's saying.
Okay.
So I need to finish the wedding video, but then I have other stuff that I'm going to look into. One is like what kind of videos I want to make on my channel now, and ideas that I have for that. That's why the one video that I made, actually it was last week's video, was asking for anything that people want to see. I asked for suggestions on that because I want to deliver videos that people want. And then yeah, so once the wedding video is done, I'm working on that, and then I'll work on, I guess I'll look into PO box setup and what that cost or what that is, because I haven't done that. And I know people, I might make a few t-shirts through Teespring because people have been looking for them. And if I do it through Teespring, it can literally be like one person orders it and then they get the shirt. So I might look into designs for that. But I have to get this wedding video done first.
Basement Brothers logo.
And oh yes, I need to edit the Basement Brothers logo. That was something I put together really fast. If you see it at the beginning and end, it's this logo.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's decent, but it's not really. For one, it doesn't actually fill up the whole screen, which is really frustrating.
Blank 2 just posted a swastika.
But, well, and this is what we do to that. We remove.
And put user in timeout.
And we hide user. That's what we do. We do not support that here, sir. And then we're also going to... No, we're good. So...
Okay.
Oh, yeah. And I have the logo up. Darn it.
Oh.
Back to this. Cool. Oh, thank you, Zach. Yeah, report him. If anyone wants to, you can report that person. Just because then they'll maybe get removed from YouTube. Is the possibility. So, wow, we have 8 people. 8 people watching. Thank you all for joining us. Actually, thank you for joining us. But we're almost done. So we'll show one more of Joe's clip here. And then, yeah, that language is not okay and not supported on this channel at all. Period.
Well, that wasn't bad language. That was bad symbolism.
Symbolism, language, both. Oh, were you talking about Rebecca's comment? Nah, that's fine. That language is okay, especially in the context. Let's show one more of your clips, because you had one more song, right? Or you had 2 more songs?
Yeah, we had like 2 more songs, because we had...
Well, we'll go over just to show both of your songs.
We
How
had
about that?
Smoke on the Water, Dance of the Tumblers, and then we had Amadeus, and Stargazer. This is Stargazer.
This is Stargazer?
It's probably our most...
Oh, whoops. I guess I only recorded that much of it. Well, maybe I have more. We'll see. Yeah, I clicked on that one. So let's see what this one is.
This might be Amadeus.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
So
Well, you heard like a few seconds of Stargazer. It was probably the most like... It's like all of our elements are more like epic, intense.
This one's pretty cool. I loved this one. You guys did fantastic on this one.
However, the violins gave the song.
Oh, really?
A lot of them despise the song. Well, just the beginning. You heard that part?
Yeah.
That part is really weird on the violin because it's in a weird position. So, like, it took them forever just to get those 2 measures down. Because, and I remember a lot of people freaking out about it. So,
like this, you're moving with your whole voice. It's good. It's really good that you're doing, because I think that you get a richer sound when you do that. Or you're just really into it and it shows your enthusiasm. So. Well, see, now and this is a good time for you to reflect on your playing.
I knew he's been trying to do it, but he actually did it.
Well, now you can go back to him and be like, hey, dude, I saw it. Good job. You know?
Also, that person, shout out to her. She has only been playing for like, so she just started this trimester and has only been playing it for like a month or 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
and
she did really good too.
Yeah, she did. Especially for only
Like
being
this.
on it for a month.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but this sounds like a very difficult song.
It's not for, I mean, the
Not for basses,
bass
but
part was pretty easy on it. From what I understand, cellos had a few issues with it. Violins just despised it. There were just so many messy parts. I don't know what the viola part was like. No one ever really knows what the viola part is like because it's really not really
all right. Well, oh yeah, I was doing like whip pans. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go into the final phase of our show here. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Let me bring up
I won't be able to do that. I'm gonna be eating dinner.
our outro here. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to share with everyone who might be interested in watching this show. We had a good time hanging out with you tonight.
Yep.
Please drop a like on this video. It does
Yeet.
help us out. Yeet. And we will see you. Nothing. Hey, Nothing. How's it going?
Hey, nothing.
Too bad we're at the end of our show.
Wait, are those eyes hammer and sickles?
No. What? Are they?
I think they are.
Dude, that's really sweet looking, though.
That is awesome.
That's an awesome, do you call that an emoji?
I guess.
Yeah, you take care too, Rebecca. Yeah, so thank you guys for joining us. Have a good rest of your Valentine's night. And we will see you next time on The Basement Brothers. See you guys.